What if the thing you're told is oppressing you is actually the thing protecting you? What if the piece of cloth everyone tells you to throw away is actually a shield around your dignity, your peace, and your soul? Have you ever wondered why, out of everything in this world, Allah specifically asked women to cover not to hide them, but to honor them? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome back. Today we're talking about something that has been debated, mocked, politicized, and misunderstood for decades, the hijab. But we're not here to argue with anyone. We're here to truly understand why Allah placed this command in the Quran, what it really means, and why millions of women around the world wear it not out of pressure, but out of love. By the end of this video, you're going to see the hijab in a completely different light. Whether you already wear it, you're thinking about it, or you simply want to understand the wisdom behind it, stay till the end. Because the last part of this video might just change how you see this forever. Let's start with the truth, straight from the source. Allah says in Surah Al-Ahzab, Ayah 59, O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters and the women of the believers to bring down over themselves of their outer garments. That is more suitable, that they will be known and not be abused. And Allah is ever forgiving and merciful. Read that last part again. That is more suitable, that they will be known and not be abused. This is not a punishment. This is protection. Allah, the one who created women, who knows every fear they carry walking home at night, who knows every uncomfortable stare, He gave them a solution before the problem even became a global conversation. In Surah An-Nur, Ayah 31, Allah tells the believing women to lower their gaze, guard their private parts, and not display their adornment except what necessarily appears, and to draw their head covers over their chests. Stay with me, because here's the part most people miss. This ayah wasn't revealed to control women. It was revealed in a society where women were often seen as objects, as property, as something to be looked at and used. And Allah, through this command, said, no, she is not an object. She is a soul. She is not for display. She is to be respected. Now let's talk about something deeper than fabric. Hijab isn't just what's on the head. It's what's in the heart first. Think about it like this. Imagine you have something incredibly precious, a family heirloom, a rare diamond, something irreplaceable. Would you leave it out in the open for anyone to touch, judge, or take? Or would you protect it, wrap it, keep it for the people who truly deserve to see its worth? That's the metaphor many scholars use for hijab. A woman's beauty, her hair, her body isn't something shameful. It's something valuable. And valuable things are protected, not displayed carelessly. The Prophet Muhammad said, as narrated in Sahih Muslim, modesty is a branch of faith. Modesty, haya, isn't weakness, it's strength. It's a woman saying, my worth isn't determined by how much of me the world can see. My worth is already established by my Creator. And here's something most Islamic channels never talk about: hijab is also for men. Yes, you heard that right. In Surah An-Nur, Ayah 30, before Allah even addresses women, He first tells the believing men to lower their gaze and guard their modesty. Hijab is a shared responsibility. It's not one-sided. It's a society built on mutual respect, not a woman's burden alone. If you've ever felt like the world judges you by your appearance, your body, your face, your looks before your mind, your heart, your intelligence, this next part is for you. We live in a world obsessed with how women look. Filters, comparisons, unrealistic beauty standards, constant judgment. Many women feel exhausted just trying to measure up. Now imagine a woman who steps out and says, you will know me by my character, my intellect, my kindness, not by my body. That is not oppression. That is liberation from a world that never stops watching. There's a beautiful reflection many women who wear hijab describe. For the first time, people talk to them and look them in the eyes, not somewhere else. They feel like people are finally listening to their words, not judging their shape. But wait, there's one more point that completely changed how I see this. Hijab is not just a physical garment, it's identity. When a woman wears hijab, she's making a quiet, powerful statement to the world. I belong to Allah. I am not for public consumption. I am not for sale. I am not for comparison. In a world that constantly tells women, you are your body, Islam says, you are your soul. Let me share something real. Many women who chose to wear hijab later in life describe a very similar feeling before. They felt like they had to perform for the world. After, they describe a sense of calm, a quiet dignity, like they finally stopped running. One common reflection goes something like this. I used to spend so much time worrying about how I looked before leaving the house. After hijab, I spent that time worrying about how my heart looked before I met Allah. That shift from external validation to internal peace is exactly what this command was designed to protect. And remember, the hijab was never meant to be forced or something used to shame women who are struggling with it. This isn't about judgment. This is about understanding the wisdom and walking toward it with love, patience, and sincerity, one step at a time, at whatever pace a person's heart allows. Zoom out for a second. Every year, hijab becomes more controversial, more political, more debated. But amidst all that noise, one truth remains unchanged. Allah does not command us to do anything without wisdom, mercy, and love behind it. The hijab isn't there to limit women. It's there to remind an entire generation, in a world obsessed with bodies, that a woman's true value was never up for public evaluation in the first place. And that message? That's timeless. If this video helped you see hijab in a new light, whether you wear it, you're working toward it, or you simply understand it better, now please hit that like button. It genuinely helps this message reach more people who need to hear it. And if you're not subscribed yet, consider joining our little community here. We talk about topics just like this: real, honest, faith-centered conversations without judgment. But most importantly, please share this with just one person. Maybe a sister who's struggling with her decision. Maybe a friend who's curious, but scared to ask. Maybe someone who just needs to hear that this is about love, not restriction. You never know whose heart this might soften. Before we go, let's make a small dua together. Ya Allah, we ask you to grant every woman watching this the strength, the peace, and the confidence to walk closer to you at her own pace. Ya Allah, remove the fear, the doubt, and the judgment from her heart, and replace it with certainty in your wisdom. Protect her dignity, honor her modesty, and reward her patience. Ameen. Thank you so much for watching till the end. That truly means a lot. May Allah bless you and your family, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.